name's Eric. I really appreciate you stopping by to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make sous vide loaded smashed potatoes. That's right, I said smashed potatoes, not mashed potatoes, because we're going to mash them by smashing them. And I'll explain it all as the cook goes along. Now, I have to give credit where credit is due. This isn't my recipe. I actually got it from a friend of mine from Facebook on a sous vide group we belong to called Sous Vide Everything. His name is Danny Aleno, and he posted photos of this dish he made last week, and I was so impressed. I asked him for the recipe, he gave it to me, and now I am sharing it with you. But I want to give credit to him because it is his recipe. Now, I got some Yukon Gold potatoes. You can also use russet potatoes, although I'd recommend peeling them, or even the baby red potatoes. Any kind of potato would work. We have some cream cheese, some heavy whipping cream, some regular old butter, some sharp cheddar cheese, and several slices of bacon that's been cooked a little bit crispy. So I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Stick around. Let's get cooking. So the first thing you want to do is rinse off the potatoes. Like I said, I'm using these Yukon potatoes. They have a very tender skin. You don't need to peel them. That's one of the reasons why I'm using them. So I got around, I think, 2.5 pounds. I'm not quite sure. I got a 5-pound bag. I think I have a little more than half, so maybe a little over 2.5 pounds. Obviously, make however much you want. Funny story here as far as the exact measurements. I asked Danny about, he posted the recipe on Facebook, and I said, hey, he forgot to put the butter. And I said, hey, does it got butter? He goes, oh yeah, butter's in the recipe. He said, I'm sorry, I forgot to put it down. I said, no problem. How much butter? A stick? He said, around 3 spoonfuls. So he kind of is from my my train of thought where you just kind of eye things and taste it and go from there. So get a good a Ziploc bag or a food saver bag. Put the potatoes in there. I got some regular old sea salt. And the great thing about the sous vide is you don't have to necessarily get it all in one place, because as it cooks, it's going to distribute itself, especially when we vacuum seal it. So just a little salt and pepper. We can add more down the line. I got some of this garlic here. I think it's probably equal to around 3 or 4 garlic cloves that has been diced or sliced, but I buy it already diced up at the store. It makes it a little bit more convenient. I got around, what is this, 4 to 5 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. I'll pour that down more towards the center. I want to make sure that doesn't leak out. Perfect. And in here, I have probably around 5 or 6 slices of bacon that I've crumbled up. I have half a package of cream cheese cut into quarters and 1 stick of butter cut into quarters. So we're just going to throw all that in like so. I just cut it in quarters so I can, you know, make sure it's evenly spread out. But like I said, don't be concerned. It'll distribute itself naturally once we vacuum seal it, and as we cook it and mash it, we won't have any issues. And then last but not least, we're going to add the bacon. Oh. Now this is a great way to cook potatoes for a number of reasons. Usually if you cook potatoes on the stovetop, and I love mashed potatoes, don't get me wrong, but usually if you cook them on the stovetop, one of the biggest problems is you really have to babysit them, and you have to take them off in that little sweet window, because if you take them off too soon, they're hard and they don't make good mashed potatoes. If you take them off after they've been on the stove and they cook too long, then they become real starchy and they don't make a good mashed potatoes. The beauty of cooking these things sous vide is you stick them in the sous vide, you continue to cook your other things, you don't have to worry about it. Alright, here we are. I got everything sealed in the bag. You can see the butter and the cream cheese and the bacon bits, everything's kind of sealed in there. I'm waiting for my sous vide machine to come up to temperature. We're going to go for 185 degrees for 2 hours. We're at 169.4. We'll give it a few more minutes. Be back in a second when we're ready to throw this in. While I'm waiting for that sous vide machine to come up to temperature, we're going to try a new beer, 10 Barrel Brewing Company, Apocalypse IPA, Indian Pale Ale. And then underneath it says, drink beer outside. Piney and perfectly balanced. It's made from 10 Barrel Brewing Company in Bend, Oregon since 2006. 6.8% alcohol. So there you go. Alright, I'm looking for a good beer. I'm making these potatoes with a bacon wrapped hickory smoked meatloaf. I'll leave a link below if you want to check out that video. But in that video I just had a beer which I wasn't really fond of. I still got a kind of weird lemony aftertaste in my mouth. So I'm hoping this one's going to be a little bit better. Alright, so here we go. Well, the color looks okay. There we go. Nice gold color. A little bit gold, orange. Nice head. As always, guys, thank you. I appreciate you watching my video. Cheers. Okay, definitely smell pine. A little bit of fruit, maybe grapefruit. Yeah, grapefruit, piney. Maybe a little bit of lemon. Cheers. Thanks again for watching. Okay. Initially I taste the fruit. Definitely taste malt. It's got a little dry finish. And I definitely taste that pine. Well, it's pretty good. It's very well balanced. Oh yeah. Definitely piney. That's good. I like it. 6.8% alcohol. Apocalypse IPA. I guess if there was an apocalypse, I certainly wouldn't mind being stuck with a few cases of this to get me through. So anyway, let's see here. We're at 175. 10 more degrees and we'll plop these potatoes in. You know how this works, guys. We're just going to drop this in here. I don't think I'm going to need a weight. I don't even think I'm going to need to weigh this down. But, you know, I'm going to clip it on the end anyway. Ooh. I might need to weigh it down. It seems to be floating a little bit. Which I didn't suspect, but... Oh, there's a little air right there at the end, I can see. Okay, well, no worries. Let me clip this on the end. I'm going to grab something. Oops. I always lose those little end pieces. Alright, I got the potatoes in here, but I had to use a pot here. I don't know if this is something that's common with potatoes. It's the first time I've done potatoes sous vide, but there's definitely some air. Maybe when the potatoes are cooking, the air escapes or some gases are released from the potato. I'm not sure. But there's definitely a big air bubble on the top here, and it's causing the bag to float. And if you know anything about sous vide cooking, you do not want anything to float. So I just took a regular old saucepan and I stick it in there and let the water kind of fill it up and hold it down. Your only concern is make sure when you look at it from the side that everything is completely submerged under the water line. If it's not cooking, okay? So we're fine. As kind of goofy as that looks, it's going to work just fine. So let me start the timer here. And we got 2 hours to go. So that's the great thing about sous vide. Now I'm just going to relax. I'm going to enjoy my beer, maybe another one. Do some other stuff around the house. I'm going to check on that bacon wrapped, hickory smoked meatloaf that's stuffed with pepper jack cheese. I'll leave the link below if you want to check it out, but that's out in my smoker right now. That's got at least 2 hours to go as well, so hopefully by the time both these things are done, it's going to be absolutely delicious dinner we're having. Alright, so it's been 2 hours. I just took it out of the sous vide bath. It's very hot, so what we're going to do, why this is called smashed potatoes and not mashed potatoes, because we're going to smash them now. So definitely put some kind of oven mitt or use a pot holder or something. And just use your hands and kind of smash down. Just whoop. Just like that. You can smash them as much or as little as you like. I kind of like them a little chunky. So I'm going to try to not smash them till they're, you know, like normal mashed potatoes. I'll have a little bit bigger chunks in it. Just like this. So let me keep doing this and we'll be back in a second. I'll show you how it looks like when I think it is done. So here we go, guys. This is kind of how I like it. It's still got some chunks in it, you can see. And once you get to this point, you can just pick it up and start squeezing it like this. It's kind of fun. Get your aggressions out. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this to a oven dish. And we're going to sprinkle some bacon and cheese on it. We're going to crisp it up in the oven. Look at that. Be back in a second. So here we are. I squeezed everything out into a dish here. I'm going to give it one last dose. I tasted it. Just a little bit more seasoning. Light sprinkling on top. Some salt and black pepper. Like this. And then I got a little bit of some bacon that I had left over. That I'm going to sprinkle on top here. Make it nice and delicious. Just like that. And then some sharp cheddar cheese on top. And I'm just going to put this in the oven. I'm going to heat up the oven to around 350, 400 degrees. And we're just going to stick this in to broil the top of it. The potatoes are already perfectly cooked. Crisp this up. It's going to be wonderful. I'll stick this in the oven and we'll be back in a second when it's all done. Alright, here we are. My wife Monica, I got it out. We're going to dish some out here. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh.
Looks good. Looks hot.
It looks very hot. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Give this a shot here.
I'll have to watch the video to see all that's in it.
Oh, all kinds of stuff. Cream cheese, butter, bacon. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow, that's right.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like a loaded baked potato. Yeah, just put a little sour cream on this. That's exactly what it tastes like. I guess delicious. Like a baked potato casserole or something. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. I don't even know what to say.
Wow. Very, very good.
I like that you didn't mush it too much and make it just like mashed potatoes. You left big chunks of potatoes in there. And that really adds to it a lot.
Yeah, if you like it more traditional, you could squeeze it out and blend it up. Or what I noticed when I cut the bag to pour it in here, you can cut a little end off, kind of like when they make a pastry brush for a cake or something. And you could squeeze it out on a plate like that.
Oh yeah.
But it's a great way to make mashed potatoes. Like I said, you can make it the day before people are coming over. And then just when they come over, throw it in. Have it going for 1-2 hours and just throw it in the thing, in the oven. You're done. So, and there you go.
Delicious.
It's very good.
I mean, really good.
Well, guys, as always, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like the video, please hit like. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. Click the link above. It's to my website, ericsmokeandbarbecue.com. And I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.